Did what? Why does it not do like, bro? Every time, man. Every time, I'm like, Skype's gonna freak out, and then it doesn't. Good
Making
job,
a liar
Skype.
out of you.
Good job, Skype. There you go.
It's because I'm on the podcast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all the
it.
beard. It's all the.
Yeah,
It couldn't.
it's all
It
about
got
the
hung up in
beards.
the beards.
All the beards, yeah.
Yeah.
It got hung up in the beards. Yeah. All right. Okay. So anyway, woo. All right. Show. All right. Adjust my microphone here. Show in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming to you from the dark recesses of the proverbial Dawn Forge pouch. This is episode 194 of the Shattered Soulstone, season 16. I have the power. Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download at bit.ly/Soulstone 2019 because Greed knows what year it is. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPod, MP3 player, or real man phone. Today is January 13th, 2019, and I am your main man, Deadgreed. Today, I have like more than one guest, if that is believable. More than one guest. Wow. Coming to you from a Japanese internet cafe with chopsticks in hand, it's Vespertilio.
Hey, how's it going? Glad to be back.
Coming to you from a land that Greed does not know, and many insane level 100 runs, it's Doug.
Hey, fellas, what's up?
Yeah.
Same stuff.
I'm finally on. Woohoo!
Oh yeah. Excited for this episode.
Yes.
Waiting for it.
All right. Well, the first order of business that I wanted to get down to was, who in the heck is this guy over here named Doug? So tell us about yourself, Doug. What's up?
Not sure what the Shattered Soulstone's age demographic is, but I consider myself heading towards that senior tour in the game. In 2 weeks, I'll be celebrating the big 4-9. Just to keep it within the scope of the show, I played the original Diablo back in the day when it was released, being that I was really into Dungeons and Dragons when I was in middle school. I still remember having to use the dial-up internet so that I could actually play with my friends. I even bought the Hellfire expansion because I was so hooked on the game. When Diablo 2 came out, I immediately picked it up and played it through the story mode, but for reasons I can't recall at this time, I didn't spend a lot more time on it grinding out gear or levels. Actually, part of me would like to have seen Diablo 2 remastered while we waited for Diablo 4, so I actually could go back and spend more time playing it. I missed out on all that additional content that came out with all the patching in Diablo 2. However, when Diablo 3 came back out, I was able to jump right back in and started enjoying it, and I'm still enjoying it as of today. I've been playing this game about 90% solo since Reaper of Souls. I have no one to blame but myself for this. I made some poor decisions joining clans that didn't really fit the kind of playstyle that I was looking for. And just so happens that reached out to Vespertilio and Deadgreed, and you guys have convinced me. I am now joining you guys to be part of Seasons. I'm already done with all my stash tabs. I actually started Seasons back in Season 9 and proceeded to do 10, 11, 12, and 13. So I've got all my stash tabs, which, as you can imagine, playing at least 2 sets for each class. along with keeping all the other ancients for possible new patches, my inventory started to stack up. But now that I've almost reached my 700 club goal, which I'll talk about later, I'm ready to get back into seasons with season 16 to play in groups and hopefully help others reach their goals.
Super
That's
nice,
awesome.
bro. Super nice.
Very nice. Happy early birthday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
No problem. So, what got you originally into Diablo?
Well, like I said, when I was back in middle school, I was really into playing the Dungeons and Dragons with, the 20-sided dice and everything. And I've always been kind of a horror buff by just by the way I've been doing things with watching movies and such. I do like the Marvel movies. I know that'll make Deadgreed cringe, but other than that, I'm usually a big-time Halloween kind of guy, and Diablo 1 just sucked me in with its atmosphere. So that's really the how I really got started with Diablo.
I hear you. That's awesome. Very awesome. But don't worry, Greed has horrible taste anyway. I mean, look at his phone. But anywho, so
Hey, I'd like to clarify because there's been some confusion. People are thinking when I say real man's phone that that you are an iPhone fan and I am an Android fan, but they have it
it's
backwards.
the opposite. It is
Yeah,
the
they have it
opposite.
backwards. I have a real man phone, the iPhone, and I have
Oh,
and I have the iPhone 8, and it's the 8 Plus. That is the real man's phone.
the real man's phone's all Galaxy, Android
It's
phones, man. Doug, settle
so.
this tie.
Absolutely, I have a Samsung S8, so Dead Greed
Yes.
is out.
Yes. All right.
It's okay.
I like
We have
you. Internet
one
high
real
five.
man.
Yes.
Internet high five.
We have one real man and two guys who almost make enough money to be a real man. It's fine.
I see.
Now I'm in Discord the other day, right? And I don't remember who I was talking to because Discord's insane. And they're like, "Man, you should get you a real man phone." I was like, "I got one." And they were like, "No, get an iPhone, bro." And I was like, "Yeah, I have an iPhone." They're like, "No, real man phone, the iPhone. You like Androids?" I was like, "No, it's." Do you not listen to the show? Like I'm a big iPhone. I like what? I was confused. Like what? No, it's the iPhone.
We need to set up in Discord, just like have an iPhone army and an Android army, and just see who takes over.
The correct term would be iPhone Army, Android Navy.
Oh, okay.
Just because the
It,
androids are gonna sink, you know what I'm saying?
this is gonna become one of those things that it's like Hoarder Alliance. And everybody's gonna get real big into it and everything.
Well, what I wanted to do was just get off the iPhone. I just wanted to clarify the iPhone. I am an iPhone guy. I got the watch. I mean, come on, iPhones are me. That's me. I wanted to clarify that. What I also wanted to know was what in the hell have you been doing this week, Vespertilio?
Oh, what have I been doing? Well, this week I haven't been playing too much games actually. This week has been there's an event. I'll probably talk about this more later actually. There's an event that's been going on called Awesome Games Done Quick. Games Done Quick is happens twice a year. It's a week-long event. It's a charity event. The gamers get together and like essentially like a convention, just hundreds of people, and do speed runs of every game, no matter what year it came out, how new it is, how old it is, of every game they possibly can. And
Like the original Super Mario Brothers.
Yep. They've got it live on Twitch and whatnot. It actually just ended today, but they rose about 1.1 or 2.1 million dollars for the Prevent Cancer Foundation this year, and it was fantastic. I was watching, supporting that all week, so I wasn't really playing games. I was just doing. I want to go there personally sometime because it's much closer than BlizzCon and much cheaper to go. So I want to go there sometime and hopefully meet some people, talk to some people, and see if there's anything I can do to help. And maybe I can get Diablo. Diablo 2 was actually run this year. And I got to watch it. It was awesome. The dude did a fantastic job. He was funny. It was a lot of fun. So I'd like to go there and represent part of the Diablo community if I can, but we'll see what happens. It's every 6 months. The next one's in, I think, June 23rd through 30th. So it's been a lot of fun this week. That's pretty much all I've been doing. I haven't gotten into Diablo, but I am paying attention. The 18th is when season 16 starts. I will be throwing down on some Diablo here soon, unlike I did last season. So this season I will be playing a lot more, and I'll be in Discord a lot more as well.
Sweet.
Cool.
Yep.
So, Doug, what have you been doing this week?
Well, as I'll be telling you in a little while here, with the goal of trying to get all my classes to 100, I actually completed that goal just at the end of 2018. And so I've been actually spending my time now in Discord, getting to know the people that are in your clan that I'm now a part of, getting to know Rona and Shazam and some of the other guys. Just trying to feel my way around. In addition, I've been spending part of this week just trying to get my stash all cleaned up because I want to make sure I can make room to have an extra character so that when I play seasons, I don't lose anything that I've already got established. Other than that, just doing some runs. I've got some extra keys left over from when I was doing my journey to the 700 Club. And that's been pretty much it. Just kind of taking it pretty easy, knowing that we're going to be hitting it pretty hard in the next week.
Yeah, it's, as far as myself, this week, since the beginning of the year, I want to fire up my streaming. I want to get my channel going. I want to get more followers. So follow Deadgreed at Twitch TV, Deadgreed 1812, and get in there, watch me have fun, come in, and
selfless promotion.
plug.
But yeah, and I got my little schedule put up there on my thing, so you want to know what time I'm streaming or what time I should be streaming. I got a schedule on there, so you can go check that out. Although, as soon as I put a schedule up, I started having some serious problems with my stream dropping like crazy. Like I'd put it up, and then I'd get in the game, and I'd start doing a rift, and I'd look over, and my stream would be dead. I'd be like, what? I didn't push the button. Like, what's going on? Well, ended up finding out I'm only running at 10% efficiency with my internet, and I need a new router. Of course, my ISP was supposed to send my router. It was supposed to be here Saturday, so I waited all day Saturday for it. It didn't come, so then I called back, and they were like, oh, yeah, we actually forgot to ship it, so now we're going to ship it tomorrow. So I should get it Monday. I hope. I don't want to have to take a brick and throw it through their window, which is what I'll probably be doing on Friday if I don't have a router. Because if that season starts and I, 1, can't stream and 2, can't play, it ain't going to – look, Nice Greed's going to be over. I mean, it ain't going to be nice. I'll be in there yelling like a drill sergeant. Like it won't be cool. Trust me. I mean, all the money we put on this, all this equipment we got, to do the things we love to do, like play Diablo, talk to our friends on, or stream on Twitch or do whatever. All the money. I mean, they should have a guy standing outside my door all the money I spent on this internet, they should have the dude in a truck, like, waiting outside, just in case I got problems. So he can run in here and fix it real quick. It's so... I haven't been streaming this week, really, because my router's jacked up. Hopefully I get it, and I get back into the streaming. And, but yeah, I've been doing that. So I was working on the stream. And so since I couldn't stream, I decided I would test some of my practice some of my leveling. I'm gonna play a Witch Doctor Season 16, so I thought, well, I'll just start a new Witch Doctor, right? And I thought, well, I don't have much Paragon and hardcore, so I'll just start a hardcore. Ooh, what a mistake that was. Bad router, hardcore Witch Doctor equals 2 level 60, really close to 70 dead Witch Doctors within, like, soon. It just, yeah, if you're having inner problems, you know what? Hey, don't do the hardcore. I don't know what I was thinking. So I ended up doing just grabbing a softcore Witch Doctor, just running. Of course, I got a 70, and of course I got geared. Actually, I got a couple 70s, and they're geared. But I just thought I would just grab one and just run through and test out some of the different theories that people have. That's what's the best way. Just because, like, we're going to be running in groups, and hopefully we're going to have a huge group of people that we can all divide and get into different groups and run for the season. But so that's what I was doing. I was just testing that Witch Doctor. Just different skills, like, what kind of gear can I get at what levels? Like, level 1, you can get the offhand. Level 34, you can get the belt that gives you 2 haunts every cast. You can get level 34. You can get the gargantuan ring. The short man's finger gives you 3 gargantuans, which is massive power. You can also get a Mask of Jerem at 34. I mean, you're probably not going to get, those are 3 legendaries. You'd be lucky to get one of those 3. And if you were going to do Witch Doctor, I definitely recommend the belt, because 1, the belt's cheaper than the ring, and 2, even though the ring would be super nice to have, but having 2 haunts, that's pretty good, and it's a 1 in like 7 chance, and the Mask of Jerem, it's like 1 in 14, because you got Voodoo Mask, and then you got regular helmets too. So, and you're looking at a very limited pool of blood shards. Anyway, so that's what I was doing, and that's kind of what I've been doing non-season in between the 2 seasons, just getting ready. Getting my internet ready for season, and getting myself mentally prepared for season. But here at Shattered Soulstone, we have a guest, and that guest has an insane level 100 junk to talk about. So I wanted to go over this. First of all, I don't even know where you got this idea, because, man, when you told me, well, the first time we heard about it, I was like, what?
That's what a heavy night of drinking can do to you.
This
So
came
that's
from a
how it
heavy night of
started.
drinking.
That's right. That's how all my
man.
ideas start. Is good,
Oh,
good,
wow.
good night of drinking, and then it all comes to me as if in a dream.
Gee,
Well,
man.
Doug, why don't you go over what in the heck is your insane level 100 junk?
I can do that, thanks. And as all of you know, I'm really short on the way I explain things based on all those long emails I sent you. So hopefully those that are listening, kick back and just relax, because this is going to take a little while. But I'll try to keep it short. So anyways, I kind of had a feeling at some point I might actually be on this podcast, or I would have to explain everything from beginning to end. So I actually put together kind of a little timeline. So I'll just go over that real quick. So I made a decision back in late 2016 that I wanted to focus on getting every class to GR 100. And as I said, after a night of good drinking, I came up with the idea of the 700 Club. So on January 14th, I did get my first class, which was the Wizard, to GR 100 using the Tal Rasha's Meteor set. So thereafter, probably about a month later, I'd say sometime February 17th, I believe, I think I sent my first email to you guys, Shattered Soulstone, where I suggested not only that you guys needed to do a video podcast, which, yay, I'm on now, but to also make myself accountable to the 700 Club goal. And at that point, I mentioned that any ancient items would get augmented to level 75. And on a side note, I noticed that I went back and looked at that email. I also mentioned that Blizzard should buff the Legacy of Nightmare set, which is now happening 11 months later. So, woohoo, that's great.
We definitely need to start listening to you. You got all these predictions down, man. You knew.
It totally, like, Wyatt Chang could have just been listening to the Shattered Soulstone and was like, yeah, Doug is right. The lawn sucks.
I'll even go as far back as the original Shattered Soulstone, which I was an original listener to. I had actually suggested that they make a green beam for the set items, and lo and behold, they now have green beams.
Snap!
So that is in an email. There is proof that I actually had said that. So that's not just me just throwing it out there.
Someone's listening to you.
I do not take any credit though for the.
I did not know we had Nostradamus, the artist formerly known as Doug.
Nostradamus. So anyway.
Yes. What I want to know though is, did you mention the green beam or any of this or anything else anywhere else? Did you send an email to Blizzard or did you mention it anywhere else?
No. Nope.
Someone from Blizzard's listening to the podcast then. It has to be it. And they're taking Doug's ideas.
If I'm not incorrect, was it not Doug that was like, man, we need a red beam, or couldn't we do something with these primals?
It did mention something about that, but I'm not going to take any credit for it.
Just saying. Whoa. Anyway, sorry.
No worries. So kind of go back on a little bit of a down note. So in March, as I mentioned in one of my emails, my dog of 12 years was diagnosed with cancer. So I stopped actually playing Diablo for a while and focused on his needs, which in hindsight, I am glad I did because he was only alive for a few more weeks after that. What I didn't anticipate was that we were going to actually want another dog right away. We both felt like there was something missing in the house. So we decided to go ahead and get a dog. And in fact, we got 2 puppies. And so I've never personally had a baby before, but I'm thinking this is kind of what it must feel like because you have to constantly watch them. And they always seem to sleep at the weirdest times. So there was little to no time to play. At that point, though, my Barbarian was at GR 99, my Crusader was at GR 98, and my Monk was at GR 95. And all the other classes pretty much were just sitting at around 70. So in June, I sent in another email to you guys that I had dropped the idea of augmenting only to level 75, and that I would actually start leveling my gems up to 90 plus, which also would include the gems that I would put in my ring and amulets, because I was just hitting a wall with most of my classes at this point. I was sitting at about just over 1,640 Paragon, and just after sending that email, you guys were my lucky charm, and I put in about another 20 hours, and after that I got my Barbarian to GR 100 on June 6th with the Immortal King Hammer of the Ancient set. I got the Crusader to GR 100 on June 9th, less than 3 days later, with the Akan's Condemn. And then a day after that, I got the Monk to GR 100 with the Sun Wuko's Wave of Light set. And at that point, I had started at the beginning of the year with 1,300 keys, and I was now just below half. So I felt like I was on a pretty good trajectory. I thought I could probably push pretty hard. So like about early July, I think it was, I sent you guys another email to let you know that my Demon Hunter was sitting at GR 99 and that I had missed a GR 100 by 30 seconds. Deadgreed, can you relate to that, Deadgreed?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Yeah, I've done that many times.
Yes, I know.
I remember that email.
Yeah. And then I even made the joke that Diablo 4 might be coming out before I completed my goal. Oops! That didn't happen. But just saying.
The closest thing possible did happen, though. So
Notris
the closest thing.
Notris Douglas was wrong.
Oh. Hey, you got to be wrong at least once in a while, otherwise he'll think you're all that in a bag of chips. So I was figuring, just like most, that Blizzard was going to announce it at BlizzCon. We all know that didn't happen. Bummer. I'll move on. However, on July 22nd, I did get my Demon Hunter to GR 100 with the Unhallowed Essence multi-shot set. I then took another hiatus in September and October due to work. So I took a little bit of a break, which actually I'm kind of glad I did, because it really was getting pretty stressful. I can't even tell you how many times I strung together a lot of blue words just trying to get to a GR 100. It was, especially with the Demon Hunter, horrible. I regret the decision of using actually the multi-shot, but I can go into that later. Decided in September to make my one final push, since I had the last 2 weeks off at the end of the month. Noticed my rift keys were getting pretty low because I was spending so much time leveling up my gems getting ready for this last push. So I spent on and off about a week farming regular rifts until I had about 200 more keys. I figured that should be enough. On December 29th, I got the Witch Doctor to GR 99. I almost said 100. I did not reach GR 100. Tried so hard. I did get the 99 with the Zunimasa's Firebats Gargantuan, but I got that getting the best two tile sets, which are the Festering Woods, followed right by the Battlefields. I got that back to back, and I just skimmed out a 99 with probably 15 seconds left on the clock.
Heartbreaking.
It is. It's heartbreaking. So at that point, I knew unless I loaded up on Paragon points or I spent time re-augmenting my gear, I probably wasn't going to get the GR 100. And I still knew that I had the Necromancer with less than 2 days left because I did want to get this goal done in 2018. And the new buff was coming with the patches. So I can tell you, though, on a bright note, that I did reach 775 on the non-season Witch Doctor leaderboard, which in my opinion is quite an accomplishment, being that there's so many people out there that have spent so many more hours than me with higher Paragon levels. And for me to actually reach the non-season leaderboard was probably my crowning achievement with this whole thing. I never expected that to happen. So I'm pretty thrilled about that. And lastly, on the morning of December 31st, I got my Necromancer to GR 100 with the Pestilence Corpse Lance. It was the class with the fewest augments. I only had 4. I had one on my offhand, one on my main hand, one on my ring, and one on my belt. But I did finish all of the goals except for making Witch Doctor to 100 by one GR, and I did all that before I even broke 1800 on my Paragon level, and I probably burned up just over 1200 keys.
Wow, that's crazy.
Now, I know you said you burnt 1,200 keys, but how many keys did you farm overall? Do you know?
Well, like I said, when I first started the whole deciding to do this, I was probably at just over 1,300 keys at the beginning of 2018. I burned through almost all of those, and I added another 200 on, but I'm still sitting with about 130 left. So I'm thinking with everything else I did, I'm guessing for doing just
1,400?
This, about 1,400. A little over 1,300, maybe even 1,400, I guess, would be probably more accurate than what I figured.
Here's the next question. Do you have any idea how many greater riffs you did in order to get this finished? Now, you got to think. GRs, you got to find your keys. You gotta, not keys. You got to find your gems. You got to level your gems.
Right.
You gotta progress your character and get your gear.
Yep.
So do you have any idea how many greater rifts you did in order to smash this goal?
I don't even know if I want to guess. I'm just gonna say too freaking many.
Too many.
Too many, because I think when I went back and looked at my old emails to you guys, I mentioned that I would do probably about 10 riffs, and then I would move on to the next class. I easily did over 100 keys in a matter of a weekend, just trying to get the Demon Hunter to 100. I mean, I was sitting at 99, wanted to get to 100, and I easily burned 100 keys just on that day. And I remember I even would get into a rift, and as soon as I realized that the first tile set was junk, I'd just get out, because I'm just like, I don't even want to try to guess to see what the next rift was going to be like. I just get out, start over, jump back in. If the first tile set was reasonable, it didn't have to be the dream rift, but if it was a good rift, then I would jump in and I'd play it. And if the second tile set was terrible, I was back out again. I didn't want to take a chance. So some of these keys I literally got burned in a matter of less than a minute. I mean, if I didn't see what I liked, I was out. I just didn't want to take a chance of wasting too much time, especially when I was getting towards the latter part of this year. I didn't bother. I just said, the heck with it. I'll just, and that's where I realized when I got up to like the Witch Doctor and the Necromancer, I'm like, oh, I'm almost out of keys. Nuts. So
I'll give you a little statement real quick, then I'll ask you a question.
Okay.
Witch Doctor's highly underpowered.
Absolutely.
And how do I know that? Because I did a 95, and I was 280 on the leaderboard for the season.
Right.
I did a 103 with my Crusader, and I was 990 something.
Yes. Nope. You'll get zero argument out of me. And the Witch Doctor is my most favorite class, and it's been breaking my heart since the time they came out with it, that they've never given it enough love.
But my question is, with that in mind, I know you didn't get the 100 with the Witch Doctor, but 99 is pretty dang good, because, man, with it being so much underpowered, I mean, you had to push that Witch Doctor so much harder to get there, because,
Yes. Yep. I probably put the highest augments on all of my gear on the Witch Doctor in order to get to that level. I mean, like I said, the Necromancer, which I was just not really even wanting to do that Pestilence set, but I knew that was the only way I was actually going to get that GR100 knocked out before the end of the year. And that one I put, probably augmented 90s, but only on 4 of the gear. My Witch Doctor, I mean, if I showed it to you, everything is literally the offhand and the main hand are on 100s on the augment, the 100s on the gems that are in the rings and the amulets. I mean, I just went and smashed as much as I could on getting those done, and it still required me to have the 2 best tile sets, and I still barely made it. So it's now, mind you, if I had actually used the meta, which I think is the Araka.
Yeah. Arakira.
Thank you. Sorry, my bad. Spoke wrong.
Yeah, somebody told me, bro. I'm from the South. I don't know how to read, so.
I'm from the North. Apparently, I don't know how to read either. So, we got the North and the South covered. We're both not very good at reading. So, but anyways, if I had used the Arakira set, I probably could have got the 100. But I don't like that play style, and I just didn't want to do it that way. And I love pets. I wanted to play with the pet set, so that's why I did the fire bats, and that's why I did the gargantuan. And I have no doubt that once we get into 2.6.4, I'll probably kill it. It'll probably be super easy now. But my whole goal, and especially the 2018 goal, even though I set that at the beginning of the year. I'll do the whole Nostradamus again. I never realized at that time, obviously, that there would be a new patch that could possibly buff everything. And the last thing I wanted to do was come on your show and say, yeah, now that I'm on 2.6.4, yeah, I got GR100, no problem, no sweat. And because it will be a whole lot easier to get those things.
100 is going to be the new 70.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Yep.
my thought is let me reach these goals before that patch drops, and at least I can say I did it. I did it before it ever became that easy.
Well, the two questions I was going to ask, which you kind of indirectly answered anyway, I was going to ask you what was the hardest class to push to 100. Obviously, Witch Doctor, just because they're underpowered.
Yep.
But minus Witch Doctor, just because they're underpowered, what do you think the hardest class was?
Oh, easily it was for me, because of the decision I made, which was a bad decision, is I would say the UE multi-shot. I know everybody says how powerful it is, and it is powerful, but once you get to about 97, you hit the wall. I don't know what it is about when you get up to GR 97s, 98s. And it probably is with that a lot with the other classes too. But my mistake with that was I should have actually augmented the shadow set. If I'd done that, that's way, way tankier. But that would have been probably, I would say, the hardest one, based on the fact that it actually does have the power to actually reach it. But yeah, the Witch Doctor class by far was the hardest one. But you're gimped. You're gimped by the fact that they never gave it any buffs. So, and I don't know if I feel like the Witch Doctor was really that bad. I already knew it was going to be bad. But it was a surprise that the Demon Hunter was so bad. The other thing I should have done too is maybe even thought about doing the Natalia Marauder set. That
N64.
Yeah, that probably would have got me to 100 easier and quicker too. But I really love the multi-shot. So a lot of the things I really didn't talk about when I was doing all of these challenges to get to GR100 was I still wanted to have fun. I wanted to still enjoy it, and I felt like if all I did was play all the metas, I could have played the Rakor set for Barbarian, and it's about the same thing. But I really like the Hammer of the Ancient with the Immortal King set. Could have played the Shadow set, which I have played, and I enjoy that. But I really like the multi-shot. The fire, I did the fire bats with the Zunimasa when I could have used the Irakira set. So it's that's just the way I wanted to play it. I wanted to still have fun because I knew this was going to be a grind, and I don't have any regrets. I almost got it. I just missed it by one.
Well, I'm gonna count that 99 anyway, because like I said, that to put that Witch Doctor at 99, that's
incredibly impressive.
That is very. Look, the Crusader. Okay, I mean, come on, everybody smashing with Crusader. The Necro. Jesus Christ, how nice is the Necro? Like, you need like 2 augments and you're there, bro. I mean,
right.
And I think the Necro is a big reason why we're getting a lot of these buffs, because the Necro came out, they've been on a mass murder tear.
Yes.
I played one for 2 seasons and I absolutely love the Necro, but I kind of want to bounce around a little bit, between the different tunes. Man, that Witch Doctor is an old school love of mine. I started off on the Witch Doctor. I got over 1,400, almost 1,500 hours on a Witch Doctor. And I got 200, 300, 500 hours on this character, and then 1,400, almost 1,500 on a Witch Doctor. And I've never been able to put a Witch Doctor where I can put a Crusader. Like I was saying up in the Weeks in Gaming, I've been running my Witch Doctor, and it's so insane because I haven't played my Witch Doctor in a long time.
Yeah.
I have recently, but before that, it's been years, because I played like 2 seasons as a Crusader, 2 seasons as a Necromancer. I played 2 or 3 seasons, I think, 3 seasons as a Demon Hunter. So you're talking about a long, it's been a couple years.
Yeah.
And the insane thing is I played so much Witch Doctor that I still, like, when you pull your skills up, I still know, like, okay, I'm going to click Haunt is the 3rd one, and I always go with Severance, which is the third one. So I still know where all the stuff is at. I don't have to
Right.
go. I don't have to click it and go, oh, okay, haunt. Which one was it? Was I gonna run Jaunt? Was I gonna run Severance? And then then you gotta go and then look it up somewhere on the internet. I still remember all that stuff just because that's how much time I have on it.
Sure.
And I I think I play better on a Witch Doctor. They're just I can't wait for this patch. Oh, I can't wait for this patch. Oh, it's gonna be insane because I'm gonna run a Jade, and I'm very excited about the Jade.
Very
Witch
cool.
Doctor is getting massive buffs.
Oh my
That Jade
God, it
Harvester
is.
set is incredibly buffed. Even the final patch notes for it, it's just insane, absolutely insane.
Yeah, without the bump, I run a 96. It's as high as I've gotten it without the bump, and I mean 280 on the leaderboard with a 96, or well, that was a 95. After the season ended, I ended up getting a 96 right after the season ended, which is a whole nother story. But um, 96 on a Jade Harvester Witch Doctor is pretty dang good, and I've just been having fun with it. I was gonna let Vespertilio because I kind of was doing more of the asking you questions about your 100s.
Sure.
You have anything Vespertilio you want to throw at Doug real quick about the insane level 100 junk?
Um, I mean, all the stuff that I was thinking of, you actually already asked. I will say,
Sorry,
like,
man. I was just I
no,
was I
it's
was kind of
fine.
like taking a little couple notes while you were talking there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Some of the questions you were typing down in the notes, I was reading. I'm like, I just thought of that question too. I'm like, oh, okay. Guess I want to ask that. But as far as the UE Demon Hunter, I that's the set that I have the most experience in with the Demon Hunter, though it's not that much. I haven't played the Demon Hunter that much, I guess.
Okay.
But yeah, when I got up to the higher greater rifts, um, I noticed that yeah, like you said, the defense isn't there. Your toughness just isn't what it needs to be.
You're
It
super
was to the
squishy.
point, yeah, it was to the point where like you have to kill things off screen or you won't survive.
Right.
Like because that is one cool thing about the build is that the multi-shot when you shoot it, it goes off screen. It goes really far.
Yep.
So yeah, you'll kill elites and stuff without even realizing there were elites there, which is really cool and an awesome thing to think about. But when you get into the higher grade rifts and you're not just killing them instantly anymore, it becomes a big deal, and that's what you have to do. You have to keep your distance, but with how many enemies that can jump on you, it's just I see what you're saying. That'd be really really hard to get to 100.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's incredibly impressive that you were able to do it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
So I have a question. I know that Deadgreed's going to be playing Witch Doctor. I'm going to actually be playing Wizard because I want to go back to playing the first class that I got to 100 that I've since left alone. So Vespertilio, what are you going to be playing for season 16?
Oh, that's a really hard question because I haven't. I've been debating this for weeks now. I've been looking at the buff charts and stuff. I'm like, well, I'm excited for the buffs for the monk because I've formed a love for the monk that I think I've joined Team Nevik with his original rivalry with Brazia with his witch doctor. So, but I don't know if I want to do that again or not. I'm thinking I'll either do that or possibly I might do a Crusader set, but I don't think I don't particularly care for the Condemn build just because I know it's really strong and I like having them with me, but I just it's one of those that I don't have as much fun playing personally. It's just not really my play style. So though I do Deadgreed's giving me all kinds of weird faces now. For those of you who don't see him, it's just I respect I respect the power and the defense that build has. I respect that, and it is awesome. I love playing with Condemned Crusaders. It's just I have played one, and it's not my style. I do really like the Seeker of Light set, the hammers. I do like playing with those. I think it's a lot of fun, so I might run that. But I don't know. I'm still debating. I feel bad for not having an answer for you.
Oh,
But,
that's okay.
I really don't know yet.
Season soon, tick tick, baby. We
All
gotta
right.
get it on,
No,
brother.
no.
Hey, you don't want to be that guy that's sitting there not getting picked for a team because you're still in the menu going, I don't know which character I'm gonna create.
Yep.
Tick tick, baby. You might want to make a decision from it.
Yep.
Monk, whatever. Wizard, monk. It was one of those, right? Necro, something.
Yep.
Pick something and let's do it, baby. It's
Man.
tick tick. Season's coming, man. Friday, bro. Might
I
want to roll a
guess.
dice or something.
Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up doing like a going for a monk or barbarian support class and just run with people. Just not really do any solo this season. I might do that. Just not run solo at all.
I won't play monk this time so that you can actually beat me.
Oh.
Snap.
Ooh.
Oh.
I still have that primal.
Man.
I still have that primal vengeful wind to prove that.
I
So.
know. I was thinking about that earlier, like when we first started recording, and you started talking about your 100 runs. I was thinking about that email you sent with the pictures. I'm like, oh god, I know this is gonna get brought up.
Oh yeah.
I know it. Oh my god. So it's funny that you mentioned that, though, because when was it, last season no, it wasn't this past season. It was the season before when I was running a monk. That was the season after you sent me that email, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't season 15 because you only played about 3.5 minutes. Season 15, so.
Yeah.
Do you even Diablo, bro? Do you even Diablo?
I'm not gonna say the comment I wanted to say. But anywho, so oh crap! Now I lost my train of thought. I did end up finding an ancient one of those. Is either the Kyoshiro Soul or the Vengeful Wind.
Yep.
I don't remember which one, but hey, if the PTR is right, or if nothing has changed since the PTR, then this season for the Wave of Light set, you will not need the Vengeful Wind at all.
Nice.
Did
Nice.
you see that? Did you see that build that was running in the leaderboards for the PTR?
No, what are they swapping out then?
It was a standard Wave of Light build. Like, you had all the skills and the build worked exactly the same way, but
Okay.
instead of the Sun Wuko set, you were running the Ina's Mantra.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was pretty interesting. So I'm wondering, because I know.
Is that a Ring of Royal Grandeur modifier or no?
No.
Okay,
No.
see, I don't know the monk very well, so sorry. My bad. I don't know, bro.
Well, actually, no. You might be right. I'm not sure, because the PTR included that, so it might be. Also, I'm just awful tonight. I keep losing my train of thought. The patch notes, the most recent patch notes, though, that were released after the PTR ended, they did nerf the amount of damage output that they buffed for the Ina set. So I don't know if it will still be that way, or if the Wave of Light set will still run the.
There hasn't been any test play since that came out, so no one actually knows. No one actually knows what that is going to equal to, because I'm sure they do internal testing. But we had the PTR. The PTR's over. Then they released those patch notes, so we don't actually know what that actually turns out to be. Maybe it was just way too. Maybe they got in there and was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, you gotta turn that down." And that's why we do That's why they do PTR, so they can see, because they can't release a season and then all of a sudden it'd be jacked up, and then it's 3 months before they can even get it fixed, or they gotta nerf it, and then you've already put like whatever 40, 50, 60 hours into it. That's not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah. I can't think of anything else that I was gonna say as far as what I'm gonna do next season. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, now that two of the three of us know what the heck we're gonna do next season, let's talk about how we're gonna do it next season. Great, extremely good leveling guide. All right. So first thing you want to do is start a new character, or rebirth your character, whichever one you prefer. Either or. Don't do both, or do both. I don't know. Whichever, whatever you want to do. The next thing you want to do is log out of your character. I know what you're thinking. Great. I just created the character. What the hell you want me to log out for? Because log out and go do a challenge rift, bro. Because you want to get that challenge rift bag. The next thing you want to do is start your game in hard. You want to gamble for your pieces that's specific for your character. I know for me, I'm going to be gambling for that belt and trying to get like a ring, maybe something like that, maybe a helmet. Those kind of little pieces. The next thing you want to do is go kill a boss that is a bounty. Now, what I normally do is Zoltan Cool or Magna, or if it's not those two, I try to look for the Skeleton King. If it's not Zoltan Cool, I know some people restart their game, but restarting the game, you're really not. Just go kill Magna. It's okay. There's a couple mobs before Magna. The Skeleton King, you got a few mobs you can kill on the way up there. Anyway, I usually do that probably 2 or 3 times, and I'm gonna say this season here, because it's a January season, I'm probably gonna kill it maybe 2 bosses, maybe, and I do mean maybe, because the reason why I like to kill those bosses is because you get the chest. When you kill the bosses, you get the extra chest, which usually means you'll get 2 or 3 pieces, and then you get a couple little upgrades. It's kind of nice. You also, at this point, want to get your pet out, so he can start picking up gold. Your little whatever you call it, not like a gargantuan, like a regular cosmetic pet, because they like to pick up gold, and that way you don't have to. That way you don't have to be running around picking up your own gold. Anyway, right after that, since how this is January, there's an event going on right now, the Darkening and Tristram, and everybody on the internet was saying the Darkening and Tristram is pretty good for leveling. So up there earlier when I was talking about, hey, I've been testing this witch doctor out. Yeah, it's really good. What Rona was saying to me on Discord was, hey, he likes to run to the Skeleton King in the Darkening of Tristram and then get out of there, because once you kill the Skeleton King in the Darkening of Tristram, it's a long run to get back to the next level, and it's actually faster to just dump the game. Get out of there, dump the game, start a new game, and then rerun. You get quite a bit of good loot doing that, and there's quite a bit of pools of reflection on the way. You can do that. You can keep running that over and over again. What I normally would do, right after I kill the boss, if it's not a January season, and you'll have to make a decision whether you want to do Darkening of Tristram, or if you want to go to Halls of Agony 3, and maybe Halls of Agony 2, maybe Fields of Misery, Although at low levels, Field of Misery is kind of, they got those spear throwing guys. So, Halls of Agony, they have those skeletons are a little easier to kill, especially at low levels when you don't have very many skills.
I do the Halls of Agony.
Yeah. So probably Halls of Agony is pretty good until you're 11, and then what I do is I go back to town and I just check all the axe fences, and that's the guy who sells the jewelry. And you're looking for a ring, 2 rings, and a necklace of the Wondering. And the reason why is because it gives you 2 to 4 more damage, and that's a big damage boost at that level. Also, seeing how you're level 11, I would go ahead and try to either, if you haven't picked up a new weapon, I would try to make a new weapon from the blacksmith. So anyway, after you get your rings, what I normally do is smash rifts until 70, but I'm not 100% sure. Is it at that point, if you don't want to just keep running the Darkening of Tristram until it kind of fizzles out, until it gets a little slower, and then just jump on the rifts until you're 70. I don't know, Doug, if you have anything.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna say I didn't want to interrupt you.
You're good.
Yep, nope, it's all good. So usually after I get past, I think like level 15, if I'm playing by myself, which as I mentioned before, there's been times even in seasons where I've been playing by myself. If I'm in solo, I'd actually be doing the Fields of Misery for the massacre bonuses. I actually would get away from the Halls of Agony. I know you said those are good, and they are good. At the very beginning, I highly, if we didn't have the Darkening of Tristram, I would definitely say do that. I don't know, Deadgreed, if you've seen anything, but I think I've seen online where they tell you if you do the Darkening of Tristram, you only need to really do the first 4 levels, because after that, you do a lot more running around.
That's basically where you get to the Skeleton King.
Right. But as far as once you get past doing the massacre in the Halls of Agony, and you're up to like I'd say level 15. If you're in solo, I would definitely switch over to doing Fields of Misery. If you're in a group though, 100% just do regular rifts until you get to like around level 40, and then around level 40 you're going to also craft another weapon, and you're going to do it with reduced level requirements. And at that point you could probably set the rifts are you're probably running hard up until that point, but once you get that level 70 weapon, man, you can set that to like T1 minimum, and then you can start, as you would say, smashing those rifts and just
smash and grab.
Yep, smash and grab, exactly, and then you can get hit 70 a lot faster.
I don't know if you know, but in the Darkening of Tristram, one of the reasons why I like it so much is because you could chain the ever living massacre bonuses down there if you're solo.
Yes.
Which would take place, which is probably the reason why I won't go to the fields of misery, because I was in there today, and I was getting I was getting in the 150 200 range massacre kills in there, and that's around what I get in the fields of misery. Although if you do it, if you're skilled at the massacre bonus, you may be able to get a little bit more. I don't know. You may be able to get a little more out of the Fields of Misery. I think it's a little preference. You also got to throw your fun factor in there, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Because there's nothing wrong with doing each one of them.
Let me tell you, a male witch doctor in the Darkening of Tristram is not cool. Oh, it's not cool. Oh, that guy jerks around so much, and it's it's that old school graphics, and it's bad.
Sure.
So I'm not exactly sure how much I'll even actually run, and I'm not going to be doing massacre bonuses because I'll be in a big group. I'm sure.
Same. Yeah. So I'm going to be doing pretty much regular rifts once we get up to that level 10 through 15 area. We'll start doing maybe just rifts the whole time.
The other reason why I like rifts so much is because you also get blood shards.
Yes.
And when I hit level 34, I like to, for the witch doctor, I like to try to get that haunting girdle, because man, that haunting girdle for the witch doctor is massive, because every time you click, you're getting two haunts put out on your targets, and oh, that is so sick.
Yes.
When you're leveling up. The other thing I definitely would love to get, if I can get my hands on it, is that short man's finger, because man, them three gargantuans, they go nuts, uh, and just smashing through the rifts, and the faster you can plow through it, and of course the more power your team has, the higher you can set the difficulty.
Yep.
I'm not going to be running hardcore. I always run softcore.
Same.
Two reasons: I don't like to do a lot of work for nothing, and the next reason is because I just want to play and have fun, and I don't want to be mad because I lost a primal or something that I was attached to, like a character.
Right.
Um, Other than that, I did post some pretty good leveling guides from like Bloodshed, and there was one or two other ones I put in our Discord. Y'all can, if y'all just want to watch the video, but you know, don't do the challenge rift as of Monday the 14th.
Yep.
Don't do the challenge rift after the 13th, which is Sunday. Which is, I know y'all ain't gonna hear this until later, but don't do it, because you definitely want to get that challenge rift done during the
season.
during the season, because that bag it's a huge power boost. The blood shards, the death breath you get out of there, all the mats, the money.
Yep.
The money's a big boost because you can go level all your blacksmith, your jeweler, all that, enchantress,
Right.
all that good stuff.
Don't forget, you want to put a ruby in your weapon and in your helm.
Yep, weapon and helm. I would go with helm way before weapon, but yeah, that too.
Yep.
Anything to add, Vespertilio?
Not really. You guys are have this down to a science that I haven't. I just play. I just play at the beginning of the season, man.
When he can figure out what he wants to play, he plays.
Yeah.
He stares at the menu, and then
I'd recommend a dartboard.
Well, normally
get a dartboard and throw a dart, and wherever it hits, that's what you play.
Well, normally at the beginning of a season, I've actually never leveled at the beginning of a season with a group before. I've always just done it solo.
He has a special strategy. It's called, he waits around a couple days, then goes, "Hey, Greed, what's up?"
That happened one season. Two seasons ago.
What?
Yeah.
One?
Come
on, bro. Come on, bro.
So last season, and then not the season before. That's the one you boosted me. And the season before that. So those 2 seasons. You were surprised. You were surprised that I even had a max level character when we played for the first time. I specifically remember that you and somebody else was commenting like, wait, what? When did you even play? like, yeah, I've got a max level character. I played. I wasn't very high on Paragon. Oh yeah, I've definitely used you for Paragon. I'm not going to deny that.
So, if you don't want to do all the stuff that I just said on the list, just hang out, wait like a couple of days, and then be like, "Hey, what's up, bro? Man, y'all are level 70, y'all. I can't play with y'all yet. Oh no, you can power level me? Sweet. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you."
Like normally, what I've just done the slow way of leveling up is I'll just go in right when the season starts. I've got a dual monitor set up. I'll throw a movie on one monitor, and then the other monitor on Diablo I'll just be playing. I'll either be going through rifts, bounties, or sometimes I'll do the challenge rifts and stuff. I haven't really gotten it down to a science like you guys have. I'm sure I'll do that at some point. Maybe it'll be this. Well, I won't be home for the beginning of this season. I'll be at work. There's nothing I can do about that. No, I get off
Come on,
work.
bro. I'm messing with you, man. I
I was
gotta
gonna
mess
say,
with you a little bit here.
I get off work about 3 hours after the season starts, so I'm like, great,
Oh, I
fantastic.
got
Everybody's
you.
and that's another reason. That's another reason why I don't generally play. Like why I play solo, is because by the time I get home, like okay, so not this past season, the season before that, I got on the day of about 3 hours after, and Greed, you were on in a group, and the only reason I didn't even send you a message. The only reason because I saw that you guys were already like level 41 or 42 or something, and here I'm just like, they don't want me to join. I'm level 1. What are they gonna do with me? I'm gonna be useless. I'm just gonna be always. I mean, we'll get the experience buff, even though I
And
think
that's
you already had
different
a
than
full
normal
party anyway.
because
Uh, because you guys are level 70 and you can do it much faster. But having a non okay, okay, imagine there's well, let's just take you two. So there's you two. You two are both level 41 or 42. I come in at level just 1, and you get the buff that the monsters give. It makes them harder to kill. They deal more damage. Okay, but they give more experience. Yeah, that's all fine and well. But I'm completely useless. I have nothing to contribute. Now you two are stuck at level 41 when you guys aren't like, at
no,
level
I get it,
41.
bro.
Nobody's geared at like 41.
I was 100% messing with
So,
you, bro. I
yeah,
really do
it's like
get it.
that. That would it would just
I,
it would be a
I've done the
pain. It would
same
actually
thing.
slow it down. I'm sure.
I've done the same thing because I was working and then I came back and then Ritzy was like, "Yo, Green, what's up? Oh, you're low. Here, let me springboard you." I've done the same thing, but I just thought I'd give you a little.
It's hard. It's all about being part of the same clan, you know.
Yeah,
Yep.
but that is the advantage of having friends. And
Yes.
here at the Shattered Soulstone, we have friends, and our friends do podcasts, and that friend is Jen. Jen's Lore Corner at bookofjen.net. Go check it out. She's got tons of episodes. She's got all the lore. She knows all the stuff. Man, she's got all the stuff. She's got like vendors. She's got captains who used to be lieutenants. She's got monsters. She's got demons. She's got angels. Whoo! Go check that out. That is, and she is a master storyteller, and she will storytell you up on some great Diablo lore. So if you like lore, or maybe you don't know that you like lore, go check her podcast out. You might love it.
Can I throw a shout out to Jen?
Sure.
I'd like to thank Jen because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have this now. Which, by the way,
Oh snap!
I need to thank Deadgreed for giving me his loot box because
Yeah, it is my loot. I'm letting you borrow, bro. Actually, what I forgot to tell you was I'm gonna let you rent it per month.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
It's
That's all good.
$9.99 a month, bro.
Okay, all right. Well worth it for this little guy right here. So
Yeah.
I also wanted to thank Jen. I wanted to thank Shattered Soulstone, and I'm a happy little man after I got that. That was my post Christmas gift. So thank you.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Doug is the one who won the 2018 goodie bag, BlizzCon
Yeah,
goodie
something
bag.
we completely forgot to talk about.
Yep.
How did we forget to talk about that?
Yep.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Love it.
Watch the tears come out of Vespertilio's eyes because he did not get to open that.
I know. It's just like the year before. I have it sitting like literally like 2 feet from me right here, for like a month, over a month, and I'm just dying. I want to open it so bad, but I just gotta pretend it's not there. Out of sight, out of mind. It doesn't work.
You know the
Doesn't
the
work.
funny thing about that is I don't know the number of people that whisper me to be like, "Man, bro, who's your second favorite person?" Like 12 people ask me, like just like I know you don't listen to the show. Thanks for letting me know in a roundabout way that you don't actually listen to the show that I do. Because they're like, bro, I don't know who your second favorite person is. Like literally, you could have just wrote any. You could have wrote Jimmy Cat Corn. You could have wrote like any name. Just give us a name. Could have been a person I never even met.
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know, I am my first favorite person, and everybody else is my second favorite person. My son, second favorite person. My wife, second favorite person. I am my first favorite person. That's me, number one, right here, baby. You've read the Bible, those thou not think it in thy head or something like that. You gotta be number one first, right up here, baby. And then you can be number one down here in the keyboard area. Something like that.
Mm. Mm.
Anyway.
Now that we know.
Yeah. Now that
Season
this
16
didn't get
starts
uncomfortable.
Friday, which is probably the day this podcast comes out. Hopefully
Thursday.
we get it out Thursday. That would be great, but maybe the show comes out Friday. Maybe the show comes out Saturday, and maybe the season's already started. But 18th, so fire it up, get ready, and make a decision on what the heck you're gonna be doing for season 18, like 16. I keep throwing those. Look, yeah, season 16 on the 18th of January. I keep throwing those numbers
This
back.
Friday.
Who? Vespertilio, did we get any show emails?
I did not. No. Mm-mm.
I would have sent you one, but I'm on.
Yeah.
Guys.
I just lost my train of thought again. No. For those of you who might be confused by the last 2 episodes, I just wanted to let everybody know. If you download your episodes on iTunes and you didn't get the last 2 episodes on time, that's because when we released the episodes, we forgot to change one of the 2018s to 2019. So it got filed under January 2018. And so they were on iTunes. They were just hidden a year ago back in the list. So we did fix that, and they are up and running the way they should be now. So just those of you who listen via iTunes, I just want to let you know that's what happened. I'm sorry if that left any inconvenience for anybody. But
and now everybody gets a free bonus because now they get to go on a greed marathon.
Agreed-a-thon.
Agreed-a-thon. I like that even better.
There you go. I like that too.
So since we didn't have any emails, guys, come on. Send us emails and money. I like both.
And money.
I like both. And look, if you don't want to send us emails, just send us some money. I'm cool with that.
Or shoot us a message on Shattered Soulstone. We have a specific channel lined up for anybody who wants to post anything that wants read on the show, or
throw it on Discord. Email Discord. Get on it.
Yep.
Get on it. God darn it. And speaking of get on it, Vespertilio, I know you are all over the blue notes. So what is up with these blue notes?
All right, so I believe it was mentioned one other time before by Manlo at some point, but I don't remember when. But on November 2nd, Blizzard released. I'm sorry, I'm pulling it up now. Okay, so Blizzard released a Loot Goblin amiibo for the Switch after Diablo 3 was released for the Switch. Now, for those of you who don't know what an amiibo is, it's a little figurine. It's a little figurine about this big. And they're cool to have around. I mean, it's kind of like having a figure like your Diablo figure, Doug. That you just got your Diablo one. Yep. And but it serves another purpose as well. In for all Nintendo, or it started with Nintendo Wii U, I don't know, whatever. Nintendo Switch, you can actually tap your amiibo to the Joy-Cons on the Switch, and they will give you in-game things. So, for example, in Diablo, if you get the Diablo loot goblin and you tap it on your um, Joy-Con, it opens up a free vault for you once a day. Without having to have a ring or anything, it just opens up a vault for you to run in game. Also, any other amiibo figures you may have from any other game, if you tap it while Diablo is on, it will summon a special elite group for you to kill that has a high treasure drop. I guess improved treasure will drop from them. So that's about all the information they've given on that. But those are the amiibos. You can find the amiibo, I'm sure, pretty much anywhere. Amazon, Blizzard, Gear, anywhere you want.
GameStop.
Yeah. Yeah. The next thing, yeah, they probably do actually. The next thing I have is as we mentioned several times during this podcast, the Dark New Tristram. It started on the 3rd, and it's running for what? Till the end of till January 31st. It's running. There aren't any new gear drops or anything new that has been added that I've seen, or at least that they posted on this link they have on the official website. But if you missed out on any achievements or any transmogs or anything, your butcher pet, anything like that, now's your chance to get them again all this month. Once again, that ends on the 31st. And the last blue note I have is about Diablo Immortal. Those of you who are interested in Diablo Immortal, there's something I noticed today that I wanted to let everybody know in case you were wondering. Back when they released or announced Diablo Immortal and the website went up, on the website itself there's a link that says pre-register now. It gives you access, or it registers you for a chance to get access to a beta when it's ready. It also gives you access to earn exclusive in-game rewards as well as receive news and updates about it. The link, when you used to click it, it didn't do anything. I've been keeping tabs on it since then, and it still hasn't done anything. The last time I checked it was a while ago until today. Today I checked it, and then it now works. So for those of you who are interested in possibly getting into the beta or interested in exclusive in-game loot or for the chance to get the loot, you can go to the Diablo Immortal website, which is just diabloimmortal.com, and click the pre-register now button, and it will work this time for you. All right, that's all I have for blue notes. Yeah, sorry if any of that was repetitive, but that's how it is sometimes, you know.
Man, I wish they had that Loot Goblin amiibo thing on regular PC. I mean,
I couldn't agree more.
You know what? Actually, I was sitting there thinking, man, I wish they had that, but I got like 60 rings that I haven't run already, so I don't know exactly why I would want more.
Hey,
matter of fact,
one good thing about it though is you could add it to your level 70 grind as soon as the season starts.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know, do your thing,
yeah.
and then pop right into a free vault right at the
I would
very
wait till
beginning
level
of a season.
34, get the bracers, get the
Festurian
wrist guards.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ooh, man.
My God, that would be
Smash
ridiculous.
them
Serious
levels.
experience, and you can do it once a day. Also, you can get free elites too if you have any other amiibo figures.
Bro, if I had that, man, if it was in the PC thing, I would like open up a rift and I'd have my son standing there with all the things ready to tap. Because like I'd be like, give me another elite, another elite, another elite, another elite. Yeah, kill the Griff Guardian.
I don't know exactly how it works. I think you do have to be in a specific area for it to work.
I'm totally just.
Actually, well, here, I can just tell you. It says it right here. Let's see. How does it work? In order to scan an amiibo, first you'll need to open an amiibo portal. By default, all characters have an amiibo portal item available to them in their stash. Activate this item from your inventory to open a rainbow portal. Scanning the loot goblin amiibo will transform this rainbow portal into a shimmering golden portal that you will that will take you to the vault. The mysterious and treasure-filled realm of the treasure goblins and their enigmatic Baroness Greed. Scanning any other amiibo can be done outside of town and will spawn a champion pack of enemies, a challenging group of monsters with special powers and improved treasure. All amiibo can be scanned once per day each, so be sure to take advantage of those extra challenges, loot, and first-class ticket to the vault as often as you can. So it does kind of sound like as long as you're not in town, you can kind of summon them anywhere. So you might be able to do it in a rift.
I think it said you got to be right outside of town, so that's a specific area.
Oh, that's true.
Like you just got to go. So you couldn't do it like you couldn't open like a level 100 and then have your son tap it on the thing and just spawn like a bunch of elites right in a row and you just go smash them to make your rift go faster. Okay, I'm not mad about that. But all right. They actually have some pretty good things like console side, like that little roll. You know, are you familiar with a console roll?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Like
you can do it. You can do it on the PC as well. It's just there's a button input for it.
Really? I didn't know that there was on the PC.
I believe I don't know if it comes default with a key binding, but I believe it is in the key bindings if you look for it. I believe you can set a key for it. I could be wrong. I do know what you're talking about, but I thought there was. It's kind of pointless though.
Actually, I've actually got proof right here. It said evade is a duck and roll maneuver possible in the Diablo 3 console version using the D-pad.
Okay.
It is not a move that can be utilized in the PC version of the game.
Okay, I was wrong. My bad.
The reason why that's awesome is because you got a fireball coming right at your face, and let's say you're not Ritzy, and you could use one of those. You could use one of those barrel rolls to get out of it, and then Ritzy would take it right to the face because he never dodges those. He likes those. I think he has something ugly on his face, and he's just trying to get it off. And it's just like he just keeps running into those fireballs. He's like, eventually, this whatever it is I have on my face will come off. Because man, he likes to take it to the face. He is. I'm telling you, Doug, when you get in there and you play with Ritzy, you're gonna be like, gosh, this guy likes to take it to the face.
He's gonna be my meat shield.
Oh yeah. Yeah, oh yeah. He is definitely 100% my meat shield. He takes it to the face, balls to the face, everywhere. He likes balls to the face. Yeah.
Hey. If that's how you want to play.
Some people like to live the entire rift. Some people want to be the hero and just run in there and take all the damage and then get mad at Greed because I got out of the way. I mean, I'm not sure why we're mad at Greed, but
does Ritzy think he's playing World of Warcraft and he's Leroy Jenkins?
Something. Yeah, man. Ritzy's like, Ritzy! Oh, dang it. I'm dead again.
Thumbs up, guys. Let's do this.
Oh my god. Well, anyway, awesome. Other media. Vespertilio. What other media have you been hanging out with since you obviously don't play Diablo 3 anymore?
I have been playing one this week, like I said, the Game's Done Quick. That's what I've been doing mainly this week, but outside of that, I have been playing the Switch a little bit, especially like on my breaks at work. I'll just bring it to work and play it on my lunch break. I got nothing better to do. So I've got a couple games for that. I like Mario. I got a couple Mario games. And just I don't know. Stuff for the Switch. That's about it. I haven't really been on the computer too much lately. I really don't have too much going on.
You didn't get in any sword fights or
I got
watch
into a
any movies
chopstick
or.
battle. I got into a chopstick battle because a roommate broke my favorite bowl.
Mm.
Yeah, I threatened with my sword, my katana, but I decided that was a little too much for a broken bowl. So chopsticks it was.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but the katana is like the little three, like with and then it's got the two blades that go up like that with the little handle.
No, that's a Katari thing.
Okay, I mean, look, I'm not
Kukri?
Japanese, bro.
Kukri, maybe? I don't know. No, a katana is a sword that God, I swear if
You know
I'm
what I'm
wrong
talking
with
about?
this,
Raphael
boy,
had it. Ninja
yeah,
Turtle.
I know what you're talking about. Those are called sai. Those are sai.
Those are
And those
katanas.
I don't believe those are Japanese. No, katanas are the swords that some samurai used to use. And the purpose behind them is the front of it has an edge. The back of it does not have an edge. It's flat on the back, and it adds weight. It was the only sword back in that time that could cut through a samurai's metal, their armor. So,
Okay.
I mean, I could show you, but it's just
Yeah.
like I don't know. If you think Japanese sword, that's the iconic Japanese sword is a katana.
No, so mine.
Yeah, yours is probably a katana.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
Okay, then.
Vespertilio is right, though. It's a sai, spelled S-A-I-S. Those are
Okay, yeah, but I'm not Japanese. My bad.
the...
All right.
I thought you were
Wow.
talking about like the fist kind of weapon that
No.
that like the
I couldn't think of
assassins
the
used in
stupid Ninja
Diablo
Turtle
2.
guy who had them. Raphael, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know which turtle it was, but yeah, I know.
I mean, I haven't watched Ninja Turtles since it's been a long time.
It's what Elektra uses from Daredevil, you know? Sai. Same weapon.
Remember, he doesn't watch superhero shows, so he's out.
Yeah, his taste is awful. It's okay.
All right, Doug. Other media, brother.
Oh, you're gonna make me follow up after the chopstick incident? That's a
Sorry,
tough
bro.
act to
top
follow.
that.
Yeah.
Top that.
Chop
Doug.
that, brother. Chop that.
Man.
So for other media, I'm actually a pretty huge God of War fan. So I've been playing. Actually, when I haven't been playing Diablo, I've been going back and actually replaying all the God of War games. So I've actually done all of them now, except for the latest one, which is on the PlayStation 4. And my only excuse for that is that I actually don't have a PlayStation 4. And so maybe at some point this year I'll buy myself a PlayStation 4, get the latest God of War game, and knock that out. Other than that, right now, because I have a PS3, I mainly play sports games like the Madden football and the NHL hockey. I also like playing the Ratchet and Clank series. And every once in a while I'll break out the remastered version of Shadow of the Colossus. But when I'm feeling really nostalgic, I'll actually fire up my arcade emulator on my PC and go old school, play Pac-Man, Defender, Donkey Kong, and and other games from my youth. Other than that, just getting caught up from all the shows that I kind of neglected during my GR100. So I'm checking out my NCIS and Criminal Minds, as well as checking up on some of the shows that are on Netflix. How about you, Deadgreed? What are you doing?
Oh,
And you know me
can
and
I
these.
interject real quick?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll wait. I'll
Now
wait.
that you mentioned classic games, that reminded me of something that happened this week. So please tell me you guys know what Galaga is, right? And
Yes.
Galaxian
Yep.
and Dig Dug, all
Yep.
those like Classics. Okay, you guys do. Thank you. I met not one but two people this week who have never heard of Galaga, Galaxian, Dig Dug. They've never heard of them. One of them is a gamer. So I'm like, how have you never heard of these games? I don't understand you. I don't get it.
Unfollow these people. They're probably aliens.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yes.
yeah.
Are they
I'm
like
come
12?
on. No, they're older than me. One of them was 29. The other one was like,
Oh, that's fake
I
news,
believe,
bro. That's fake news.
I believe in like their 40s, maybe early 50s.
Yeah, that's fake news, man. Anybody that's 40 years old and doesn't know what Galaga, that's fake news, bro.
You should take their gamer card away.
I don't know. It was crazy. I'm like, there's no way. I mean, this is nuts. I mean, my mom and dad both like loved Galaga back in the day. They loved like all those games and stuff, even though neither one of them are gamers. Like, who hasn't heard of Galaga? At least Galaga. Come on, it's iconic.
Yeah.
I understand if you haven't heard of Dig Dug. That's so well, it's popular, but not as popular as Galaga. But Galaga, come on.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen it. I even showed them pictures. I pulled up pictures on my real man's phone, and I showed them. I pulled up pictures, and they're like, "Yeah, I've never seen that before." I'm like, "How have you never even seen this before? You haven't even you haven't even seen the logo? Come on. Have you never been to like an old pizza parlor? Have you never been to anywhere that's ever had an arcade? Like,
Yeah.
how?"
One time when I was a very young kid, my dad actually picked us up and took us somewhere. So it had to be one of the 3 or 4 times I've actually seen my dad in my lifetime. He picked us up and we went to eat at a pizza place, and Galaga, they had the Galaga, and he was like, "Oh, I love this. I'm going to teach you how to play this." And I watched him and my brother play, and then I totally ate my dad's face off at that game, and then he totally wouldn't play no more.
Mm.
I don't remember how old I had to have been, about maybe 5, 6, maybe. I ate his. Oh, it was bad. It was a brutal beating. And then my dad decided that games were worthless and complete waste of time, and we needed to do something else.
Wow, that was
Didn't mean to bring back hurtful
Interesting.
memories there.
yeah.
Hey, you know what?
Painful.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Sheds a tear. No, it's not painful at all. Turns the head the other way.
Yeah.
No.
Sorry, I got something in my eye. Sorry, I got something in my eye.
Yeah. Oh man.
Love it.
Oh my god. So anyway,
it's crazy.
on with the other media, Deadgreed style. Yeah, you know, guys, y'all know me, Netflix and chill. I'm a freaking now I just murder the Netflix. It's ridiculous. And I've been on this game show kick, this stupid game show kick, and I found one that I actually do like, and because I watch ones that I don't like too, but one that I do like called Idiot Test. And oh my god, this is a great show, and I highly recommend Idiot Test because, I love stupid people. Good Lord, I love stupid people, and they have an abundant amount of stupid people on that show, because it'd be like touch the picture that's above the green, and then there's like a bunch of colors, and then green is actually above the pictures, and they're like standing at the pictures, and I'm like, right there, touch the one, that one, and then their time runs out, and the guy goes, the host will go, yeah, you didn't select anything, and the guy will go, yeah, I ran out of time. It's hilarious. And then they show him what it is. It's the picture that's above the word green in the sentence, like directly above it. It's like stuff that's so easy that you just, like, when you're looking at it, it's hard to figure out, I guess. Anyway, great show, love it. It's Idiot Test. Y'all check that out, Idiot Test.
All right, I'm adding it to my my queue.
Other than that, I was streaming, unfortunately, until my internet broke. Um, you know, and my internet will be fixed eventually, hopefully. Soon, Monday, please, before the season starts, please. And so whenever that happens, go on, quack on over to Deadgreed 1812 on the Twitch. It's Twitch TV /Deadgreed 1812, and give me a follow. Throw a follow. That way you get a little message when I go live, and you can come hang out and throw me some bits, some money, whatever you want to do. Quack on over and give me them bucks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hook it up, hook it up, hook it up. And when I was streaming earlier this week, I actually started a new playthrough of No Man's Sky. Unfortunately, I didn't get very far because that's when I started having some serious internet issues. So I may actually dump that game and restart because I know that some people that were interested in watching me play, it kept cutting. It kept cutting out. So a lot of the gameplay got lost in my broken internet. So I may actually restart that. But if I do that project, that will probably be either deep into 16 or after 16 or something. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's just been having the fun with the dumb game shows and trying to stream when I can. The only other thing I have personally is Discord, Discord, Discord. Get your butt in Discord. Jesus, why are you not in Discord yet? Like, I'm talking to you, the person that's not in Discord yet. Like, what the heck? Get in Discord. Get to know our community because we have an awesome community. There's just too many people to even list. Even Doug's in there now. Boy, it's good. There's just so much. There's pictures of cool cars. There's videos of start guides. There's just patch notes. I put the patch notes on there. You could, if you didn't know, if you hadn't seen the patch notes for new season 16, that's on there. There is so much information on there. I Because I was in Discord last week, I found out about diminishing returns for Crusader, for the Akon Crusader. If you number lock your condemn, it will give you diminishing returns, and you will not do as much damage as you potentially could do if you didn't number lock condemn and you just number lock the other three abilities and then actually pushed it with your finger. You would get more damage, and then you could potentially go further, get higher gems, and be able to beat Greed on the leaderboard. But yeah, so I learned that because of Discord. Doug, you got anything else?
No, I'll reiterate what you were just saying, which is please get on Discord. I just got on just a couple weeks ago. Got to meet a lot of guys right away. I'm going to be playing with some of these guys when we get to season 16. So it's definitely been a benefit. It's good time on there. Everybody's very welcoming, very friendly. Other than that, all I can say is, guys, I really appreciate you letting me come on your show and talk about reaching my goals.
No problem. Happy to have you on the show, actually. It's been great.
Yeah, it was. I had a great time. It was. I know it's a little bit longer of an episode. I know last week we had a short episode. Now we got a long episode. What the heck? What the heck's going on over there? But just how it goes. Sometimes they're long, sometimes they're short. Vespertilio, you got anything to say to our lovely fans before you close the show?
No, I do not.
All right.
We got nothing. All right. I'll close the show. In 3, 2.
Oh, you gonna try to be me? I see.
Try to be you. Where do you think you got it from? Oh yeah, I was doing that before you were on the show, man. Though you were doing podcasting before I was, so. All right. Anywho, 3, 2. You've been listening to episode 194 of the Shattered Soulstone, your Diablo community podcast. This is an episode. You can find the show blog and listen to the show archives at www.theshatteredsoulstone.com. With your support, you can help the show grow. Become a patron today at patreon.com/soulstone. Come join us in-game or in-game community and clan, both named Shattered Soulstone, are open to anyone who would like to join. You can also join us on Discord for the ultimate team and community-based experience. Find the Discord invitation link on Twitter and Facebook page, as well as on the Shattered Soulstone website. This show is powered by you, the listener. Send in your contributions, thoughts, questions, and feedback to show@shatteredsoulstone.com. We love Twitter. Come join and tweet with us. You can find the show Twitter at Shattered Soulstone. Wesper is at Vespertilio1189, and Deadgreed is at Deadgreed1812. You can find the show Facebook page at facebook.com/Shattered Soulstone, and Vespertilio at facebook.com/Vespertilio1189. We would like to extend a huge thank you to Medros of Dawnforge Productions for hosting our Loot Deviant show. You can find more shows at the Dawnforge, or from the Dawnforge, at www.thedawnforge.com. Thank you for listening. Until next time, from all of us here at the Shattered Soulstone, over 193 episodes for your listening pleasure. Dawnforge.
Dawnforge!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting it.